In this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial from my group on how to cut this stylish corporate gown. So if this is something you like, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and let's dive right into today's video. So for this pattern, we are going to work on the upper part first. And on the upper part of this dress, we are going to be using a bust dart, because if you look at the front part of the dress, there's no darts, right? So we'll be using a bust dart. Probably there's a bust dart that was blended out by the side before cutting out the pattern. So to start, I marked my shoulder to bust, under bust, waist. So this is the additional 1 inch. So for the back length, we are not going to add an additional 1 inch to it, because the front has a bust dart by the side. So when you blend it, the front and the back will be of the same length at the waistline. So the next thing you do is to mark your shoulder divided by 2 and add half. Because this dress has a sleeve, you're going to be joining your sleeve with ½ inch. So from here, I'll come down by 1 inch, and I'm going to be drawing out my shoulder slope. So before drawing out my shoulder slope, I'll mark out my basic neckline of 3 inches point, and I'll place my ruler, and I'll connect. Next, I'm going to find my chest line, which is my bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. I'll also draw out a straight line at that point, and I'll go ahead to place my ruler, and whatever I have on the shoulder, this is what I will mark here, which is my shoulder divided by 2 plus ½ inch, which you're going to use to join the sleeve. So divide what you have remaining on this part into 2, and then come in by ½ inch. Here I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4. My bust is 33 divided by 4. I have 8.3 inches, roughly 8.3 inches, and I'll go ahead to connect. So after I'm done connecting, the next step is to insert my measurement. I'm going to mark my bust circumference, which is 33 divided by 4. I have 8.3. I'll mark, then add my sewing allowance. So you can go ahead to use any sewing allowance of your choice, or you can go ahead to make it with little sewing allowance, because it's more like a corporate ready to wear dress. Here you mark your under bust circumference divided by 4. My under bust circumference is 28 divided by 4. You have 7, which is the same thing as my waistline, and I'll take the same measurement here and take it all the way down. From here, I'm going to connect this all the way to the lower part of my pattern, and the next step I'll take is to go ahead to cut it out. So after cutting it out, we're going to mark our bust dart, and after marking our bust dart, we'll go ahead to slash this pattern into 2 because of the color of the dress. So we'll be adding an extension at the upper part of this pattern. So now, to add your bust dart, I'm going to come down by 1 inch here after my bust line. Next, I'll mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2. Now, because I don't want the bust dart to extend all the way to the center front, I'll go in by 1.5 inches from this initial line. I'll go ahead to connect this way, but the dart lines will stop here. I'll mark ½ inch on both sides of my pattern, and I'm going to connect. So whatever you do here, you're also going to replace it at this point. So I'm just going to take note of where my dart is, and I'll mark it at the other side. So that means we have taken out this 1 inch I added here, and you're going to be blending it out. You're going to be blending it out this way, so that the front and the back pattern will meet. So now, also at the lower part of your pattern, you notice that we have like a come up, like there's a band on the dress. So you can use like 1 inch after your waistline. Like after your waistline, mark 1 inch at the waistline. So here's the 1 inch I already marked out. So I'm just going to go ahead to connect. So remember, we added extra, my shoulder to waist at the front is 17, and I'm adding extra 1 inch to it because we are using a basic side bust dart. By the time you blend out that 1 inch by the side, it will come up to your actual waistline. So this band now we are cutting out is the band in front of the dress, which you can use 1/2 inch or 1 inch for it. So I'll blend out this pattern now. I'll go ahead to cut this out. I'll also notch where my basic neckline is before we go ahead to alter this pattern. I'll go ahead to blend out this part of my dart. I'll just use my gum. You can use your cello tape, whatever you have. So I'll blend it out and also blend out this other side. So next thing you want to do is to mark out your basic neckline. So remember, this is our basic 3 inches neckline. So I'll come down by 5 inches here. Now I'll be connecting from this side, so I'll measure about 2 inches because of what we have here. The cut is almost off at the center part of your pattern. So I'll just go ahead and place and connect before drawing out my neckline. Go ahead and cut out this part of our pattern before joining it. Okay, also want to notch or mark where your pattern will be meeting. So now what I'm going to do is to add an extension on this part of my pattern. I'm going to be adding an extension to it for the collar piece. So I'll just blend out this neckline this way so that I'll see how my collar will look like when I cut it out. So this is where the neckline stops. So I'll just mark about 3 inches here or 3.5, and I'll connect it all the way to the end. So I'll cut it out and check if what I have is okay. If I'm not okay with it, I'll still go ahead to adjust it. So likewise, you too, you can go ahead to cut. If what you have is not okay, you can still go ahead to cut it to readjust your pattern to suit you. So this is what I have here. And on this part also, I'm also going to repeat the same thing here. You can use your pin to hold it or your cello tape. It mustn't be this gum. I'm just using it because I have it at home. So this is where I'm placing this. So I will trace out the color I want on this part. So the color we have on this side is a little smaller. So here is where my shoulder is, so I'll come down a bit and then I'll extend this. You can extend it by that same 3.5 or come down by 3. So sorry because I'm just sketching this directly. I just want to see what I'll be having when I close up my pattern. So you also want to match where your neckline will start, because the back pattern will be joining the actual neckline of the dress. So if you feel this is too big, you can just trace it out or readjust the neckline. Then you can now go ahead, when you're cutting your pattern, you open it up this way. You open it up this way, then add 1/2 inch for turn up that you'll be using to join it to this other side of your pattern. So then you can now go ahead to add your button to it. Then we'll now go ahead to cut out the skirt. Moving over to the back pattern, I've gone ahead to mark out the basic measurement. The only difference between the front and the back is that there's a zipper at this pattern. So if the same way we cut out the front pattern is the same way you cut out your back, just add your zipper allowance of 1.5 to 2 inches. So also we used a bust dart at the front, which made our front length 1 inch longer than that of the back. So after this, the next step you need to take is to start marking your dart, which you start after the zipper line. So I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2, which is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5 inches. So I'll go ahead to place my ruler and I will connect. So after this, I'll go ahead to mark a basic dart intake of 1/2 inch. And after marking that, I'll come down by 1 inch from the bust line and I will connect. So you notice for this back pattern, it has like a little princess dart effect, and also we have a band at the lower part which is about 1 inch or 1/2 inch, which I'll go ahead to outline here. So that band that you have at the front will be crossing both waistline of your pattern. So this is the band. So now we have like a princess dart effect at the armhole area. So I'm going to go ahead to fold my tape and find the midpoint. So from here I'm going to connect this. So I'll just go out by 1/2 inch a bit and blend it out. So for the back neckline, I'll be using a basic neckline of 3 inches by 1.5 and I will connect, extend it all the way here, and after this I'll come in by 1/2 inch here. After coming in, I will go ahead to place and I will connect. So now I'll go ahead to cut this out. So this is what we have for our pattern. So you have to join the band you have in front to the band of the back. So after cutting this now, I'll go ahead to insert my body measurements. So at the bust, I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4, and all my measurements will start after the zipper. My bust measurement, then add your sewing allowance to it, your waist measurement divided by 4, and I'll take this dart intake I have here, replace it, and add my sewing allowance. So after this, I'll just go ahead to blend it off and I'll be cutting this out. So after cutting this out, we'll be cutting the skirt part of this pattern. Then we'll now go ahead to cut out the little, I don't know if I should call that a peplum effect on the dress. I'll also be cutting that out. So I'll also go ahead to cut out this dart that I have here at this point. So here is my back pattern. So now let's go ahead to cut out our pattern for the skirt. So for the skirt pattern, I'm going to be using this pattern, right? So you're going to use the same pattern for the front and the back. The only difference is that the back has a zipper, just like the back of your dress. So now you have to get like 7 inches from your waistline. Another thing is you also have to get the total length of your dress. So my shoulder to waist is 17 inches, so let's say the full length of this dress now should be about 40 inches with 2 inches folding allowance, making it 42. So I'll mark this line here, which will be my hip point, and here is my waist. So if your skirt is exceeding your knee, go ahead to take your measurement from your waist to your knee point. My waist to knee point is 20 inches, which I will go ahead to mark. So after I'm done marking, I'll be coming up by 2 inches. That is where the fitted effect will start on my skirt pattern. So now at the waistline, I'll go ahead to mark my waist circumference divided by 4, then add my sewing allowance. It's a corporate dress, so you don't need much sewing allowance. Here I'll mark my hip circumference divided by 4 and add my sewing allowance. Here, whatever I have on this point, I'll take out 1.5 inches from it. So what I have is 11. Taking out 1.5 inches, I have 9.5. So from this point now, I'll take it all the way down, 9.5 all the way down, and I'll go ahead to connect my pattern and also connect this part. So after connecting this, I'll go ahead to cut this out. So you can use this pattern to cut out your front, your back pattern. The only thing you need to do is to go ahead to add a zipper in front of this pattern. Like, go ahead to add your 2 inches or 1.5 inches zipper allowance to this pattern. So now let's cut this design we have. So you need at least the measurement at the waistline of your pattern. So because looking at it is as if there's a joining at this side. So you need the actual waistline of your skirt pattern, right? That is your waist to your measurement from here to this point. So trace out exactly and then add your sewing allowance. That is whatever you have here. So you can choose any length of your choice. So let's say I'm working with 5 or 6 inches. I'll go ahead to slant it all the way up this way, and I'll cut this out. So after cutting this, you also want to cut a second layer of it. Also want to cut a second layer of it, a second layer that will fall underneath it. Also trace out the waistline of it, of the pattern. So you'll be repeating the same process to cut out the back pattern. So for the back pattern, it will not also get to the zipper area.